So this was a really fun layout to create. I am using a sketch from the, oh my God, why can't I think of the company? Page Maps. That's who I'm using, Page Maps. And it's one of their, actually not archived, it's one of their March 2021 sketches. So it never fails. Every single time I'm going to do a voiceover, a dog on the block barks, and my dogs need to bark right along with them. So I may cut in and out here and there because it seems like it's just about that time. So I do apologize. So I'm starting out with cutting out my my different layers, and I'm going to use this brown paper to create my photo mat. And I'm just giving it about an eighth of an inch. I don't really measure, so I kind of eyeball it, but I think eighth of an inch is safe to say. The white and very wordy paper that you see right behind the picture is cut at about 8.5 to 5.5, and the brown paper is about, I would say, about 5.25 inches, like by 3 inches, but really all you will see from that piece is about an inch of it. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted my background. I kind of wanted to use a solid color, and it's like almost like a denim blue. I can't really describe the color because it's blue, but it's not like a vibrant blue. It's more like a grayish blue. But I really liked that color. I felt like the background really made my picture pop. And I wanted to use this yellow paper as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gut that yellow paper and create a border, about 1 inch border around, the whole, all 4 sides. So basically I'm going to 1 inch and I'm just cutting all 4 edges to create a box, which I can then use on other layouts. So as you can see, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. I'm giving my page a 1/2 inch border on all 4 sides. And again, I don't really measure, so I kind of eyeball it. So it's not perfect, but I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me if it's a little like off-centered. And nothing's perfect in this world, right? So then I thought, well, maybe I'll use this paper. And then I was like, yeah, no, that's way too busy. So here's where I start putting everything together. I really like how it looks. And in the end, that is what how it's going to look. I'm using some, I think this is Vintage Photo, Distress Oxide to ink my edges. And yes, it's brown, but I figured there's a lot of brown on the paper and on this collection that I didn't feel that gray would look as good, so that's why I went with the brown. And I'm going to try to ink all my edges. I know there's a few pieces of ephemera that I did not end up, I stuck them down, and I'm okay with that. Not, like I said, nothing has to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything down, and that's about where everything's going to live. And then I was trying to figure out, because the sketch shows like not a title, but something there on the left bottom side of the page, like a tag. So I was trying to figure out what I could use in place of the tag, as well as something for the title. And I really like this, Life is Better with a Dog. And I should have really made it with dogs because I have more than one, but that's also okay. And I'm just going to go through my ephemera. I'm looking through, see what I pick. I had put aside 2 there on the right, and I do end up using the one on the bottom. So I'm just going to sift through this second pack of ephemera and see what else I want to use from it. I'm I'm going to use this little half tag here to add a little interest there. And I think I actually move it over eventually. The sketch had little banners up on top where you see those 4 tags, and so I'm just looking to see what I can use for my 4 banners. Or actually I only do 3 banners. So I'm going to ink my edges, and I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing things down. Then I realized, wait a minute, I have 2 Life is Better with a dog, but I only really want to use 1, so I think I start to move things around here, and here's where I start cutting some of these things as little banners, and I'm just lightly folding the paper in half so I can get my little fishtail right in the center. That second one already had the fishtail, so all I did was make it shorter. Now I really liked this Bella Boulevard paper that had the strip that said life is better. Wait, no, it says living your best life. Yeah, because they're always living their best life. So I'm going to cut a little piece of this blue banner, and I'm going to make actually it's a blue strip, and I'm going to make a little banner out of it. And basically that's where all of that is going to live, right under that living your best life. I'm just shortening up the banners again. And I had lost that one for a second. I'm going to ink everything up. And I really loved how this page turned out. It's a very colorful, very bright, happy page. So the top of the page is almost at where I want it to be. I'm going to add this Life is Better with a Dog as my title, and I'm actually going to pop that up after I ink the edges. I'm using these Tailored Expression, I think they're by foam. Yeah, they're Tailored Expression foam sticky strips, and I'm just trying to use them up. They say they're 1/8 of an inch like tall, but I feel like they're a lot taller than that. I mean, they might be 1/8 of an inch, but they're like very puffy. So I like dimension, but I feel like that's a little too much dimension for me anyway. But I want to use it up. I have it in my stash, so I'm trying to use up all the foam dots and the foam squares and all that stuff because I really prefer using fun foam. So I'm going to pop up this Living Your Best Life as well, and I am ready to pop this down, and I'm going to kind of tuck it behind the Life is Better with a Dog tag. So that's where everything's going to go there on top. Now we're going to work on the bottom half, and I really like this bone, and I'm going to pop that up because of course if you're talking about a dog, a bone's got to be somewhere around there, whether it's a real bone or a plastic one. And I really liked the All You Need Is Love and a Dog, so I'm going to add that tag, and it has a cute little house with a little dog, and her name is Ruby, and I thought that was so cute because although my dog's not Ruby, she's a girl. So it worked perfectly. So I'm just looking around to see what else I can pop on here, and I think at this point I'm just looking for like little sprinkles that I can add. I found this little tag. This is Furry Friends because they are friends. And then I saw this really cute tiny little tag, and it says I love my dog, and of course I added that as well. Now I'm just going to look for some little footprints. They have some little dots as well, and I'm just going to sprinkle them around the page. And I'm trying to create my 3 clusters, and basically You're seeing them there. There's going to be a cluster on the left top, left bottom, and the right top of the page. So as I continue to sprinkle things on, I'm also going to, which I don't do very often, so I was a little surprised that I picked this up. When I do my journaling, and you'll see me do that shortly, I use a Jelly Roll white pen, and I believe it's a Jelly Roll 08 by Sakura. And so I go ahead and do my journaling right below the furry friends, and then I actually drew a border around the entire blue part of the paper. And here I'm adding a little a sticker border paper thingy and I'm just gonna reattach it there and add a little fishtail, and I'm gonna add some I'm not sure, I added some sprinkles, some hearts, some little jewel dots, and here's where I'm drawing everything, and basically this layout's done. Thanks for watching. Stick to the end. I have some close-up pictures as well as links to other videos that might interest you.